Welcome back to the WAC podcast. Eric Danner and Kendra Sheehan, now joined by the one and only Chris Cissell, the women's soccer coach at Grand Canyon University. Coach, I know season gets started next week. You guys are already on the road, though. Tell us what's happening.
Yeah, this is exciting. We, like I said, we start a week from today, but we have been here in Chula Vista, California at the Olympic Training Center since Sunday. So we played an exhibition match in Phoenix on Saturday night, got up early Sunday morning, and took the entire soccer family to the San Diego Wave versus Kansas City Current NWSL match on Sunday afternoon to watch our GCU family member Marlene Schimmer play for the San Diego Wave. And then we've been here doing two-a-days here. Got another training session coming up after our talk. Although yesterday we were really nice as a coaching staff, and we took them to Mission Beach and gave them 3 hours on the beach yesterday. So the players were pretty happy with us when we did that.
Wow.
3 hours on the beach.
I want to play for GCU.
I know, exactly.
It's all fun and games over there. I mean, you do win some games as well, and you guys were picked to win the conference. But I wanted to go back to what you had just mentioned with Marlene Schimmer. She was a draft pick for the NWSL last season. She was 9th overall. And what was it like to be able to watch her play and have some of your teammates there watching as well in order to see, like, hey, this is where you could be if you put in the work like Marlene Schimmer did?
Yeah, that was super fun. I'm super proud of Marlene, super proud of Shibby and everything that she accomplished in her 2 years here in our soccer family. And it's been really fun to watch her and support her as a professional now. And I think it's really, to be honest, I think it's just really helped our program, kind of helped put our program on the map on a national perspective, that we were the kind of program that had a player drafted, like you said, 9th overall and in the first round. And Shimmy's had some good success at the NWSL level. My wife and I went to a match not too long ago in San Diego, and Shimmy got to play all 90 minutes and had the game-winning assist at the match that we were at. So the San Diego Wave coaching staff has been joking that I need to come to every game.
Well, I volunteer if you can't make it, if we can go to San Diego for all these games. Coach, the preseason coaches poll came out today. Grand Canyon picked to win. Of course, you went to the tournament for the first time, NCAA tournament, I should say, for the first time last year. A lot of good players coming back. As you mentioned, Marlene Schimmer has moved on, but Gianna Gorley is named our preseason offensive player of the year. And I believe you had 5 players on the preseason all-conference team. So you got to feel pretty good. I mean, it's August. We haven't played any official games yet, but you got to feel pretty good about how your team's situated heading into 2022 here.
No, we feel really good, and we were really honored and really humbled by all the coaches in the WAC. So I appreciate all the coaches in the WAC putting all that pressure on us to be the preseason favorites and number one. And five players making the preseason all WAC team was really humbling. And we talked about that as a soccer family today and kind of how we handle that. But I felt like all 5 of our players are really deserving of that honor and that recognition, and really happy and proud for Gianna Gorley to be named the preseason offensive player of the year. She had a phenomenal season for us last year, scoring 10 goals. Was actually second in the WAC in scoring, behind Shimmy. So I felt like she was very deserving of that honor. And we've got some really good, new players. We've got some transfers coming in. We've got, some freshmen coming in, and we had some players on the team last year that weren't able to play with us yet. So it's kind of an interesting season for us because it's a lot of new players, but we still feel really good, feel really confident, really happy about our soccer family and where we're at right now.
You mentioned the newcomers coming in. You also added Casey Tate as an assistant coach in July. He's got some local ties to the Phoenix area. How is he gelling with the team in addition to having all these new roster additions?
Yeah, no, Casey's great. We're super happy to have him in our soccer family. Like Coach Ben Parman has been here with me at GCU since I got here. Was actually at GCU even before I got here. And I think between myself, Ben Parman, and Casey Tate, and our athletic performance coach, Clark Kerfman, we've got a new athletic trainer, Lauren Frost. Like the staff is really gelling well and really working well together. We're still trying to figure out each other's strengths and what each other needs help at. I think Casey's still kind of getting used to how weird the one-armed head coach is. But at the same time, I feel like we're having a lot of fun and working well together. And I think the girls are really enjoying the training sessions that we're putting together for them right now.
Coach, just so people are aware that this might be the first time they've seen you or heard from you, you do mention one arm, and that's and you embrace it and have some fun with it.
Yeah, oh no, like there's one-arm jokes pretty much at every training session, and I'm always looking for new one-arm jokes. So Eric, if you know any, I would appreciate it. But no, I mean, that's just who I am. I'm 50 years old now. I was born with one arm, and that's just kind of who I am, and I embrace it, and I love it. That's the way God made me, and so that's just that's who I am, and that's who I want to be, and I'm kind of proud of the fact that I'm kind of known as the one-arm soccer guy.
Well, we love your story. We love that you embrace it, and you have made a pretty challenging non-conference schedule for this team this year. You've got a pair of NCAA tournament teams coming to GCU. You open August 18th against Hawaii. How do you feel like this slate will prepare you for another run at the WAC tournament championship title?
Yeah, no, I think that's what we really wanted to do. To be honest with you, we really wanted to challenge our soccer family in the non-conference schedule as well, to try to get us prepared for how tough the WAC is and all the great teams in the WAC and the travel. And I think so. We've got some really good games in the non-conference schedule that I think our fans are going to be really excited about. The soccer family and their parents and friends, and I think just the whole Phoenix soccer community is going to be excited about. We even have another game that we will be hopefully announcing here soon on Sunday, September 11th. We have another game that we've been added to the. We're just waiting for the contract to come back, to be honest, but we've got it all set and ready to go, and we will be announcing, hopefully, maybe even later today, a Sunday, September 11th game against a team that's currently ranked in the top 10 in the nation. So a really, really tough challenge for our soccer family, but an awesome opportunity for us to play against such a great team and such a great program at home. So we're going to have some really, really tough games, including the University of Arizona, an in-state rival, a Pac-12 school that we'll be hosting on September 1st. And hopefully, like I said, announcing soon, hosting a team that's currently ranked 8th in the nation. From the
breaking
SEC.
News here.
See if we can pull that up, Kendra.
So hopefully that'll be announced soon, and that'll be a really exciting addition to our schedule and to our non-conference schedule and to our home slate too, to allow all of our fans and all of our soccer family and for the Havocs to really come out and see some great soccer matches this fall.
Well, and I know, Coach, that's always been an approach to play some really good teams in the non-conference to get you ready for the conference. Looking ahead to conference, of course, it's a little ways away, but again, you're picked to win the league this year. The conference tournament going to be back up in Seattle, a place pretty well. I guess going back, let's go back to Abilene last year when you guys win the tournament. There was a pretty big monkey on your back in terms of winning that tournament. What was that feeling like for you, and to have that opportunity to go to the NCAAs and then building on that this offseason?
Yeah, I appreciate you bringing that up, Eric. But yeah, no, I've lost 4 WAC conference championship matches, 4 WAC tournament conference championship matches in my career. So that was my 5th championship game. And so it was really awesome feeling and awesome opportunity to actually finally get, like I said, get the monkey off the back and actually get NCAA national tournament. So I was really happy for our soccer family here at GCU, and just proud to kind of get that off my back, or that stress and pressure. I actually felt best for my wife and my kids, so that they didn't have to put up with me if I had lost another championship game. So, but it was a great season for us, and that was a lot of fun. And now we're just kind of focused on kind of putting that behind us, kind of learning from that experience, and trying to figure out how to do it again, because it's so difficult to repeat. It's so difficult to repeat as a champion, as a regular season champion, as a conference tournament champion, and get back to nationals. And we know that the other 11 teams in the WAC are gunning for us, and and that we've got a huge target on our back and a huge bullseye, and we know everybody really wants to knock us off our perch. So we're going to have to be, we're going to have to be really, really, really good and work really hard to repeat the success that we had last year, because we know and understand that we're going to get everyone's best shot this year.
Now, I've been being a detective while you were speaking. Not that it's all that difficult, but could we be seeing you playing Arkansas?
Well,
Blink
guess,
once.
Man, yeah, I hope so. I mean, it's pretty much everything's ready to go except for the contract hasn't been signed, but that would be an amazing opportunity for us to play Arkansas is the SEC champions, went all the way to the Elite Eight of the NCAA tournament last year, lost to kicks to the Elite Eight. It's how close they were to making it to the College Cup, to the Final Four. We hope to be announcing that game officially soon, and like I said, that would be just an amazing opportunity for our soccer family to have a home match and to compete against probably one of the teams, to be honest with you guys, probably one of the teams that's going to be favored to win the national championship this year.
Well, Coach, you mentioned you're in Chula Vista right now. I know in Phoenix this time of year can be pretty hot, but as I understand, there's been quite a bit of rain, I guess, in at least in Tucson. My parents live in Tucson, so I talk to them all the time. They said they're getting a lot of rain this year. But was part of the idea just to the week before the season starts, maybe a little less heat, a little better weather, and a chance to really come together as a team right before the season gets going?
Yeah, that's exactly right, Eric. I mean, we kind of need to get out of the Phoenix heat. It's hard to do two-a-days while you're in Phoenix at this time of year, even though our stadium is beautiful and delicious, as I say. We've been training at night and the evenings after the sun goes down, and it's not that bad. But a lot of this, to be honest, a lot of this experience is nice that GCU allows us to have the resources. This is all about team culture. You know, this trip is about team unity, team chemistry, and building our culture with a new team, a bunch of new players. I think it's like 16 new additions from last year's team between freshmen and transfers. So this is about just trying to work together and figure each other out and build our culture and be able to spend time here, having a practice in the morning, going to breakfast, lunch, and dinner together, practice in the morning, practice in the afternoon, team unity, team chemistry events in the evening, going to the beach. We had a Zoom call this morning with 2 current professional players from Sporting Kansas City, which was a lot of fun and a good opportunity for us to learn from them, and had a good discussion with 2 of their star players and starters, and 2 guys that actually represent their national teams. So it's really been a good week. It's been a lot of fun, and we culminated with a preseason match on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. We'll be playing UCSD, University of California, San Diego, in a preseason match before we head back to Phoenix, that afternoon. And then we get ready for the regular season to start at home, where we host Hawaii on Thursday, the 18th, and South Dakota State University on Sunday. 2 really good teams, 2 really good sides that we really need to get ready for. I think it's kind of amazing that here we are. We know we play for real 1 week from today.
It's amazing how fast that comes about. But you guys you're spending breakfast, lunch, dinner, all this time. Anyone getting sick of each other yet? Anyone be like, Cissell, come on, Coach, leave us alone.
I'm sure they're kind of getting tired of me and getting tired of my personality and my high energy. But we're having lots of fun. We've had some really fun team unity, team chemistry events, and I think we're getting to know each other, as people, as holistic people, and not just as soccer players. And so some of the things that we've been able to do, I think, really helps with our culture. That's the thing that's the most important to us, is our soccer family and our family atmosphere and our team first mentality. And we've been very, very fortunate, knock on wood, but we've been very fortunate that all the girls have bought in, and all the new players have bought into our culture and everything that we're trying to build here.
Well, Coach, we want to thank you for taking some time out. I would ask you about where's the soccer rocker, but that's probably a whole nother podcast, I'm thinking.
No, I can tell you real quick, Eric. Okay, here's the deal with the soccer rocker. I would absolutely love to bring back the soccer rocker, but it's just kind of a little bit hot in Phoenix. And like I said earlier, I just turned 50 not too long ago.
Can you break down the soccer rocker for those who don't know?
It's like the soccer mullet.
Yeah.
All you have to do, if people don't know what the soccer rocker is, pretty much just look up soccer in the 80s and 90s, and every soccer player had the mullet. You can look up like the 1990 or 1994 World Cup teams, and if back in our day, if you didn't have a soccer mullet, if you didn't have the soccer rocker, you weren't cool. You weren't a real soccer player. So I was rocking it big time, and as Eric knows, I was trying to bring it back even recently. But once I moved from Kansas City to Phoenix, I thought maybe it was a little bit too hot for the soccer rocker. And then my wife had even said, now that you're 50 years old, you might need to get a big boy haircut.
Oh my gosh. Well, it seems to work. So you had the clean cut. You win the championship last year.
I haven't shaved. If you would have told me a little earlier about this, I probably would have shaved for you, Eric. But I'm in preseason mode. I'm doing 2 days. I'm not sleeping that much. I would have cleaned up. I would have showered, shaved, maybe even combed my hair a little bit. But you know, this podcast kind of came quick, and so hopefully it looks okay.
Well, we didn't want to give you too much advance notice because we're like, hey, GCU's picked to win. We didn't want you to know that, you know, ahead of time. So
yeah,
no, I appreciate that.
Like that Arkansas game, keep it secret.
Yeah,
keep that Arkansas game secret. We don't want anybody to know about that yet.
Except it's now out there.
All right, that is Chris Cissell. Next up, we're going to talk to Tony Jones, our new Assistant Commissioner of Communications. You're listening to the WAC Podcast.